So, well, we are starting with the new lecture of applications of soft computing. The topic is fuzzy proposition. So, whatever we have done till now in our earlier lectures was, firstly we did the crisp sets, then fuzzy sets. What are the properties of crisp set, then properties of fuzzy sets, operations on crisp set, operations on fuzzy set. Then we did the proposition and predicate logic. Then we did the relations, crisp relation, then fuzzy relation. Then we have done the proposition. Now we are moving to the fuzzy proposition. So this particular fuzzy proposition is defined. I just wanted to give you a review back over the fuzzy logic. That fuzzy logic is what? Fuzzy logic is where the truth value stands as the multi-valued. That means in the crisp set we have the truth value which is acquired by the proposition which is only two valued, such as true as 1 or false as 0. While in fuzzy logic the truth value is are multi-valued, right? It can be absolutely true, it can be partially true, it can be absolutely false, it can be partially false. So these are represented numerically as in real values between 0 and 1, 0 to 1, rather than 0 or 1. Okay. So we have already told you earlier that fuzzy variables and fuzzy sets, fuzzy propositions, fuzzy relations, etc. are represented using the symbol this sign. This is the sign of fuzzy set P, right? So you can just see this particular sign over P on the top of P. This is the sign of fuzzy set. So I would say that P is a fuzzy set. While when we write just P, that means it is just a crisp set. So basically for the ease of writing, we can also use it in the terms of P. What we have seen in the earlier slides also, earlier lectures also, that is crisp gives a proposition value in which it acquires two values, one value, either true or false. While, just as example, Bob is a student, either it is true or it is false. Smoking is healthy, obviously it is false. There is no confusion in it, it is very clear. So the degree of truth is 0 or 1, that is true or false. While when we talk about fuzzy, the degree of truth is lying between 0 and 1. If I say William is young, so it can be, it can define the degree. It cannot say that yes, exactly William is young, or no, he is not young completely. It has a certain degree of truth value, that is 0.3, which is not which is coming on the terms of near to 0, which is towards the false. And Ariel is smart, it is coming absolutely true, near to the truth value as 1, right? So to get the clear picture about all these fuzzy and crisp properties sets, you can go back to the other lectures of mine and just go through that if you want, and if you want a review back. In this, we are moving further to the fuzzy proposition. Now, what is this fuzzy proposition? We have already understood what is proposition. So fuzzy proposition is just a statement in which the truth value is acquired as between 0 and 1, right? The truth value which is acquired will be the 0 and 1. So when we give a fuzzy proposition statement, it is given with the variable, or it is given as P. Let's take an example. So what truth value does it acquire? We will write it in this form, T brackets P. So one more thing I wanted to tell you, that in books you can easily find somewhere that it has P and this sign. So that means what? This means fuzzy set. So T, P. That means the truth value of fuzzy set P. In these slides, I have not used this particular sign just for the ease of use. Otherwise, you are going to use all the places you are going this particular sign for the fuzzy sets. So we are taking an example. There is a proposition P. The proposition or the statement is, proposition statement is Ram is honest. Now, the truth value that this acquires is equal to 0.8. Now, when I say 0.8, it is neither completely true nor completely false. It is partially true. It is actually more towards true, right? So it is partially true. But if it has the value, acquired value as 1, that means it is absolutely true. Let's take one more thing. If it has acquired the truth value as TP is equal to 0, let's say. So what it would it would have been completely or absolutely false. Absolutely false. So here we can see it can also have the truth value as 0.4 or 0.3 or 0.2. Again, partially false. So this is what, this is the fuzzy proposition where the truth value acquired by a proposition statement is lying between 0 and 1. This is the major thing. Now, we have fuzzy connectives. As in, we have connectives in the crisp logic. You must have remembered. Crisp logic, we did the connectives. And same way, in fuzzy connectives also we have, in fuzzy logic also we have connectives. These are, first one is called as the negation. Second one is called as the disjunction. Third one as conjunction. And fourth one as implication. The concept is same for all. Let's understand how does these symbol represent it as negation, as disjunction, as conjunction, as implication. So I have just shown this particular different connectives in a table form, in a tabular form, where I have shown the name of the connectives. Then I have given the symbols of the specific connective. Then how we are going to use it with these sets, and how we are going to define these particular connectives, or what is the formula we are going to use to solve these connectives, right? So first one is the negation. When we say negation, negation is what? Negation is this sign we are going to use, right? This is the sign for negation. And when I say that if P is a proposition statement, fuzzy proposition statement, which has a negation sign. So that means what? We'll see negation P. We'll write it in this form, negation P. Right? If I say, let's take the example of earlier concept. It was P was Ram is honest, right? So negation P will be Ram is not honest. Okay, so this is just the opposite one. So the definition or the formula we are going to use for negation P is what? 1 minus TP. 1 minus TP will give you the negation concept. Okay, second one is the disjunction. Disjunction, we have this particular sign. In CRISP also, I told you that this is working as an OR operation in CRISP sets, right? But here we are talking about the fuzzy sets. So this is called as the disjunction, and this is the sign we are going to use. So if we are disjuncting two sets, let the two sets be P and Q. So what we are going to do, the formula we are going to use it for this is maximum of, you remember the union part? The union of fuzzy sets, what was that? It has the formula as max of the two sets. So here also it is max of TP comma TQ, right? So this is what we are going to write for the formula of disjunction. When we do the conjunction, conjunction is what? Conjunction is talking about both and operation, kind of, right? It has the similarity of and operation. It is symbolized with this particular symbol. And when we say two sets are in conjunction, that means we are performing kind of and operation. So P conjunction sign and Q, that means we are going to find out with the formula as minimum of TP and TQ. That means minimum value of TP and TQ. Next one is implication. Implication is what? Implication is implies. Now we have already done this formula also in the CRISP set. It has the same formula. What it will be when it is P implication Q, then what it will be? It will be negation P disjunction Q, right? So how will we are going to find out? We know the formula for negation P. We are going to put the formula for negation P, that is what? 1 minus TP. Okay, and what is the formula for, so formula for this particular Conjunction is what? Disjunction is what? Maximum. We have seen this particular part. Maximum of TP and TQ. So here we are talking about negation P. So it will be maximum of 1 minus TP. I've written the formula for this one, comma TQ. So this is the formula we are going to find out for the implication. Now here we are talking about two fuzzy propositions P and Q. We have taken two fuzzy propositions P and Q, where TP and TQ are what? TP and TQ are the truth values of these particular fuzzy propositions. The P and Q are related by the operator implication, are also known as antecedent and the consequent. Now, when we use implication sign in CRISP set also, I told you that when we use connectives, if you have two fuzzy propositions, two propositions, P implies Q, that means the P, the first one, is called as the antecedent, while the proposition coming after the implication Q, that is Q, is called as consequent. So Q is termed to be as consequent, while P is termed to be as the antecedent. These are the names given for these particular fuzzy propositions in terms of implication sign. So I hope you must have understood these particular connectors. So these are the four connectors: negation, disjunction, conjunction, and the implication. Now, let's take an example, students, and understand the complete scenario of whatever we have seen in the earlier slides. First thing, we have been given, see, this is how we are going to represent the fuzzy proposition P. You can see this particular curvy sign over this P. This means what? This means fuzzy proposition P. Okay. Q, that means fuzzy proposition Q. It has given the statement, the proposition P says Ram is intelligent, and Q proposition says Sham is intelligent. Fine. It has certain truth values. The truth values given as TP. TP is denoted as what? TP is the truth value for the proposition P. The truth value acquired by the proposition P. How much? Ram is intelligent. Ram is intelligent 0.8 as degree. Okay. How much? Sham is intelligent. That means the truth value acquired by the proposition Q. That is, Sham is intelligent. That is defined as 0.65. Now, you will be given as the questions. It can be given in two ways. First thing, it can be given as in statements, the proposition statements. You have to find out. Let's see first the fuzzy statement, the proposition, fuzzy proposition you have to find out is Ram is not intelligent. Now you have to take care how this particular is being defined as Ram is not intelligent. So you have to show it in terms of symbolical form. How do we denote it? So P is the fuzzy proposition, Ram is intelligent, which is already given. Now it is saying Ram is not intelligent. That means it should be negation P. So I can write the negation P in this term also, this way also, or I can write it at the above. I can put a line as we did it in CRISP sets. So this is how the negation P is defined. So Ram is not intelligent will be given as negation P. Now I can easily find out the negation P. What is the formula of negation P? Negation P formula is the truth value of negation P will be equal to 1 minus truth value of proposition P. Yani T negation P is equal to 1 minus TP. Okay. I can put the values as it is. 1 minus, what is the value for TP? TP value 0.8. It is given here. Okay, so I'm going to write 1 minus 0.8 is equal to what? Is equal to 0.2. So that is what we have solved as Ram is not intelligent. If I have given as what it will be for the truth value for Ram is not intelligent, first of all, I'm going to find out the symbolical form of this statement that will be represented as negation P, and then I'll put the formula and get the value. Now, second one, the statement says Ram is intelligent and so is Sham. Now you have to figure out how you are going to render this particular in symbolical form. Ram is intelligent and so is Sham. We can easily identify that we are using and operation here. And is related to what? And is related to conjunction. So I am going to use the conjunction sign here. How we are going to use the conjunction sign? First statement is Ram intelligent, Ram is intelligent. Which statement is this? Which fuzzy proposition is this? It is P. So I'm going to write first antecedent as P. Fuzzy proposition P. Conjunction, so is Ram. So is Ram means Ram, Sham, so is Sham means Sham is also intelligent. So Q. Sham is intelligent, proposition is what? It is Q. So what I have to find out? I have to find out the conjunction of P and Q. So if I find out the conjunction of PQ, I'm going to find out on the truth value. So truth value of P conjunction Q will be equal to, this is the formula we have already seen, minimum of TP, truth value of P, comma, truth value of Q. So I'm going to find out the values. How? I'll put the values of TP and TQ as given in the question. The value of TP is 0.8, this one, and the value of TQ is what? 0.65 here. So I'm going to write here. So minimum of 0.8 and 0.65. So which one is minimum out of these? 0.65 is minimum. So the value I get is what? 0.65, right? So what will be the truth value for Ram is intelligent and so is Sham? The acquired truth value is what? It is it is 0.65. Now talking about the third one, we have either Ram or Sham is intelligent. Remember, you'll not get these particular direct questions because it will be easier to you. So you'll be given as the proposition statement and then you have to find out this concept. So either Ram or Sham is intelligent. Now we are talking about the term or. I told you or is related to what? Is related to disjunction. So in this, where we are talking about either Ram is intelligent or Sham is intelligent. That means out of these, one is intelligent. So that means what? We are using the disjunction sign over P disjunction Q. Okay. So what is the formula for this? How we are going to get the truth value of this P disjunction Q? The formula is maximum of TP comma TQ. So I'm just going to put the values of TP and TQ. That is TP, the value is 0.8. TQ value is 0.65. We have already seen how we get these. So out of these, which one is maximum? Obviously 0.8 is maximum. So I get the truth value for either Ram or Sham is intelligent. The truth value for this proposition is 0.8. Okay. Now coming to the fourth one. Fourth one says if Ram is intelligent, then so is Sham. Now, whenever we have this implication, always remember with the implication we have the connection of if else, if then statement. Because implication says what? If Ram is intelligent, then so is Sham. That means if Ram is not intelligent, Sham is not intelligent. If Ram is intelligent, Sham is also intelligent. So what is this? It is going to give the implication sign. Wherever there is if else, if then, you are going to use the implication sign. Okay. So this is what? This is P implies Q. Now we already know how to find the truth value for this particular P implication Q. I'm going to find out this with the help of the formula negation P with disjunction Q. This is the formula. This is the formula you have to remember to solve so many questions. So just remember this one. P implies Q is equal to what? Negation P disjunction Q. So what is the value of negation P? Value of negation P can be 1 minus TP. So when we do disjunction, for disjunction we need to find out the maximum. So maximum of 1 minus TP, that is negation P, comma TQ. So it will be what? 1 minus TP we have already solved in first question. That is 1 minus 0.8 we got 0.2. So the value of 1 minus TP is what? 0.2. And the value of TQ is 0.65, which is already given in question. So what is the maximum of these two? The maximum of these two is 0.65. So P implies Q, that is, if Ram is intelligent, then so is Sham, gives you what? Gives you the truth value or acquires the truth value as 0.65. So this is how you are going to solve the questions of fuzzy propositions with connectives. That's all. Thank you very much.